talk actually about the music or the organism as much I mean, I don't want, you know, it's, for me, when I see it nowadays, when I see art centers, you know, right, and there's recently, one of my friends graduated from art center. You know, I'm 32 years old, and he had a bachelor degree and master degree in Korea, Hongik University, and he's already trained with a good foundation. And art center nowadays, those people who just graduated came just through from high school. So when this high school student is trying to compete with this my friend, which already had bachelor and master degree in Korea, so by the time when they're 8th term, this high school student, by the time they graduate, their skill level is only 4th, 5th term. Which other man, my friend, he had all this experience in trying to get it. So I think he got picked up by this team. So as soon as you graduate from a school, you guys are competing. Even me, even Steve, everything. Even when I graduated, I looked up Ryan Church and Feng Shu as a hero, Craig Morris. But as soon as we graduate from high school, we're just kind of competing, just who takes that which job. So just remember that. So that's why, you know, nowadays, I know there's good schools as well, like, you know, Kevin running a school too. Yeah, so just take much advantage as possible, and just look at a lot of artist DVDs, you know, just do a lot of paintings here and there, and because you have to keep in the group. So yes. So I have like about 10 more minutes to finish this up. Pressure's on you, John. Bring it home. You should probably back down. That's what I was going to do. Talking about the same thing. Concept that you want to put is on your focal point. So, you know, just do hue saturation and where that has like most contrast. And I think that there's some contrast here and here, which is okay. There is not enough contrast for my focal point. And rhythm will be still here.
My favorite you want to maybe talk about the demand of concept artists in film?
What do you mean, like?
Or comedy.
Can the market sustain, you know, all of these people coming in? I mean, what's your outlook on the market?
I think there's a big demand for concept artists who have the right skills. And by skills, it means not just like flashy art. It's got to be useful art. You know? And when we look at stuff, we know which is useful, which is just like flashy. Just like look at people graduating and they have like this crazy awesome painting, but it's just like a forest. Okay, it's a nice painting of a forest, but there's production value to it. And people who have like really good design and production value to it, quality like that, it's always job. There's a lot of demand, and there's, you can actually ask for a lot of stuff. And usually, if the company I actually ask for a lot of money, and usually, yeah. If I can provide them what they need, they don't complain. But the movie industry pays, it's not a full-time job, it's contract, but it pays a little better than other industries. The average salary of film is 4,000.
We were saying it's useful. These are very useful. Meaning they can communicate to the other.
Yeah, it's gotta be like, okay, you look at this and it's gotta be production useful. You can take that drawing and design something, and build something and use it, not just in the picture. It pays pretty well. Every salary is 4,000. Some people will go, 6,000, 7,000 a week.
What's your guys' next workshop?
I'm trying to get Scott Robertson to come on, and I was talking to James Martin. Want me to get myself out of the job. Create more stage.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather have my students become really well, because no matter if you don't teach, I know there's going to be the genius kids coming out of somewhere. So I'd rather that students be coming from art. That's why.
But we're really open to join that. Doing schoolwork and homework, and for you guys that go to like colleges, I think most the thing that you don't need is a diploma. You don't really have to go to art school. No one asked for a diploma. I had a SCEA when I was in school, but I was the only one that got the job when I graduated from my class. And there was a guy that were in honor roll or things whatever, but he never got a job because it's your portfolio. And they did their homework nicely. But of course I did my homework, but I paid more attention to developing my skills. I was drawing my own classes, so aside work that I was making sure that I was doing more work than the guy next to me. And for me, it wasn't just fun and games. It wasn't just like a fun thing to do. It was music, stuff, fun, still streets.
So you said in terms of like the backgrounds that they weren't just looking for like flashy stuff. So the practicality behind the like environments, especially like the studio part.
Yeah, we've had artists, well-known artists that applied for like new jobs. When you look at this portfolio, and this guy was really well-known, and we wouldn't hire him because it's just like flashy stuff that he's done for like some freelancing job that is just live there, and there was no argument behind it. It's just like random shapes. What are you gonna do with that random shape? You get to the art, you have to use. That's something that you look at it, oh, okay, we can build this. I know what it is. There's both needs. There's need for mood paintings where it's just like the shape and like the feeling of it, and that's important on the early on stage. But then after that, you don't need that anymore. You need like exact designs.
portfolio shouldn't be about flashy paintings. Nowadays, you see like 20 paintings in a portfolio, that's all you see. Like, we want to see, about, 10 paintings, and then you want to see like sketch designs, thumbnails, ideations, and, I want to see some reference on the side that, I want to see that people want paintings. That's more important than this, because there's so many people that can paint, like, students coming out of school, and they're really good at painting. But you tell them to design something, they can't design anything. I think a good balance would be, like 56% painting, and then 40% like sketches and thumbnails, design ideas, showing people that we're actually thinking about this stuff, not just painting.
What would be some of the things, some of the extra stuff that you add to, like you have the environment, you also have like the mapping of it, etc., and also materials. What are some like the extra things that an artist could add to the portfolio that would help, even how far they're thinking? That you see commonly in like really good portfolios. Like environment, like not just seeing a flashy painting, but also seeing, how you also have the thought process of like, the thumbnails, and also the mapping of it, like how like you have the Disneyland kind of setting.
And what the materials are.
Yeah.
All those stuff are really good. Like, it's good, like, a good portfolio would be like, show your thumbnails, have a nice painting, a scene, what the design does, and then have a zoomed in, like, a design. Like, if you have a city, and there's that hero building, do a painting of a city, or that establishing shot, we call it, and then concentrate on the focal point. For instance, this main building that Jung's painting, that would be a design piece you want to do a separate design on, and that's the design, and then the hero building of this vista of city. Now, there's this city, and you do a painting of the city by establishing the look of it, and then you actually go in and design that building right next to it, and then you indicate what the materials are. Then before that, you show some thumbnails and the thought process of how you create it.
About like different things.
Usually, like one angle is good. Usually, you can have a good. I mean, later on at work, you'll probably need turnarounds. The films you don't have this. I think he does it for us. Like the robots that I would design, I would just do the robots and I have to do the robots. Actually, the films you don't even have to do your own research. There's a job called researcher. Your job is just Google everything.
Did they get paid a lot?
There's some weird, like, fun jobs, like costume, doing costume design is fun. There's a job called costumer, or basically a girl goes around like malls and shops for clothes, which can, better closely resemble your design. And they would take that and just, arrange it and do some more stuff on it. And that's a fun job, going to shop. But costume design and art department is different. Costume design has their own unique. So, and they have their own costume design illustrators. And art department. So art department, you can do character design, but you can't do costume design. It's just really weird. It's just like character design, costume design, they can do the same thing.
So how do they integrate the two together?
They just don't say anything because they like to require concept artists to do costume design. Costume designers, costume illustrators are not as good as the costume designers. But they wouldn't say anything that would keep it on the ground.
So you will do a character design? Reminds me of
So character design would be like if you have like a monster, an alien, or all like that. That's a character design. If you're a human and you like clothing, that's a costume design.
Oh.
And in costume design, they do everything. I've done costume design on Tron, and like I don't know if you guys watched the movie.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, there's a scene scene in the boardroom, and there's the guy with the glasses, there's the guy that talks a lot about the OS. Actually, designing his hair the way how he's gonna grow his beard, which glasses he's gonna wear, which tie he's gonna be wearing, all that stuff, and that's kind of fun. You know? Nothing's like just random. Like, okay, let's just throw this glass at this guy, and it doesn't work. Everything's actually designed and going out.
How many time we have? Starhawk is done.
How was that?
Really? I usually it's done.
Put some motion blur on it. Some motion blur.
Actually, about 7 minutes.
I have a quick question about, is there hope for concept artists outside of Los Angeles?
Seattle, Texas, Vancouver, still do it. Vancouver.
How about outside?
I mean,
France,
do it anywhere. France,
Paris,
yeah.
London.
Yeah, but, LA has the most demand. But yeah, you can do it anywhere you want. I mean, there's a lot of guys. I know guys that work in film, and they live in Utah. And, they get jobs in Utah. Guys in music works using North Carolina. That's never happens for LA. They still work. Because, I sometimes get work from Russia. So you never know where those jobs. It doesn't really necessarily mean you have to be in LA, but if you want to work on film, I would say you have to be in LA if you want to work on film. If you want to work in video games, you don't really have to. I mean, there's a lot of jobs in LA, but Seattle, Chicago, still have a job. There's studios in Wisconsin, so.
Don't expect too much. I'm trying to put that contrast pretty much everywhere, because if you put contrast, your piece is going to stand out better. So I try to do 4 different contrasts where I can pop some foot out, just like between this kind of curves.
What kind of process do you enjoy?
Do what?
For your classes, you usually have the students stick with one. You guys are building something, and you build a whole bunch of scenes or whatever you do, project.
It depends on the class. My entertainment design class, I was about creating these kind of scenes. Jones and Barbara class is mostly about product culture. It's kind of different because I'm concentrating on creating shots, creating shots, and concentrating on solely design process.
How many classes are there?
There's a couple. It's the 8-week class, so it's 3 hours long, maybe once a week. It's like my environment class. Even though I do every week, I pretty much different. I do demo on pen over 3D. Right now, I haven't used any photos, but once you know how to do this, I teach you how to use the photo textures in the painting, which saves a lot of time and much easier. And I also do different brushes and how you come up with different paint brushes. Like the one I did, like the downtown look, that's a shape tool. And I think Sparkle was using that, so I kind of tried that, and it helped me a lot as we do fast work. So there's a couple ways to do it, but 8 weeks class, 3 hours long.
You guys have all the computers you said?
Well, we have a just computer for instructors, so we just do another demo and we give out homework assignment and we do paint overs on our students' work. And we have entertainment for audio class where it's just mainly one-to-one kind of basis class where I kind of noticed that my students, when they finish my class or whoever's class, their work wasn't still there to get a job. So we kind of made a class where it's just more entertainment design class where it focuses on a one-to-one basis. So they get kind of This is our first time kind of doing paint over each other. Definitely I'm not doing this shit again. Just put my paint. No, this is awesome. I mean, I love kind of working with Steve again. And I didn't know this kind of thing people were doing right now. Yeah, Steve is pretty much known as for like a speedster. Like whenever he works really fast, like it's crazy how he works. He pretty much has a name for that.
How much do you guys use in what programs do you use?
Okay, I don't think you're CS3, CS2, I don't. I did a little bit, but I'd rather draw. I think that's my fast way. But it's good to know 3D. I think that's going to help in the future. So yes, you know how to use the 3D, that's plus for you. So, but as a concept artist, you guys should be more kind of drawing more.
How about you, Steve? You just drawing? Huh?
Because I'm not taking normal classes.